Welcome to Inside the Webb, Student Life Unpacked, your go-to series for everything you need to know about student life at Gardner-Webb University. I'm Lesley Villarose, Dean of Students, and I'm excited to walk alongside you as we explore the many services, resources, and opportunities designed to help you thrive on campus.
And I'm Brian Arnold, Assistant Dean of Students, here to help you make the most of your GW experience. Whether you're just getting started, transferring in, or returning for another great year, in each episode, we'll take a closer look at different aspects of student life, from housing and wellness to involvement in spiritual life, joined by special guests from across campus.
So whether you're tuning in from home, on the road, or already walking in the quad, this is your space to get informed, get connected, and get inspired. On today's episode of Inside the Webb, Student Life Unpacked, we are talking about student engagement here at Gardner-Webb. And today, Brian Arnold, our Assistant Dean of Students, will be one of our guests today, not my co-host, because one of the many hats he wears is overseeing student engagement. But then we also have Whitley Weddington, who is our Assistant Director of Student Engagement. And so we're excited to have you both here to talk about student engagement because that is so important to our campus life here and is so vital to the success of our students. So if we can just start by just giving an overview of what is student engagement, what do you all do? And so feel free to, if you want Whitley to start and Brian, you jump in. Or either way, it doesn't matter.
So I'll start us. So the Student Engagement Office is really a central hub for campus life. So we really want to be that spot where if students are looking for something to do, they show up at our office. We're located on the ground floor of the Tucker Student Center. And it's really our goal to have something going on at least once a weekend, if not 2 times a weekend, something where students can engage each other, whether through athletics or through some other type of social type event where students can get plugged in, meet new friends. And so our office is really challenged with staying relevant and staying on top of things for students to get involved throughout the week.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty much the fun place on campus. So a place where students can just come have fun at events. It's very kind of getting away from the academic side of life and more the fun side of college. So it's a good place to de-stress, just have a good time. Yeah.
Yes. Well, tell me, what are the fun things that you all do? What are some of those activities?
Yeah, so we have a variation of different activities throughout the year. At least once a month, we try to do this thing called Big E Night.
Yes.
So it's just an event. It's free for students to come to. They can come. It's in Gaffney, which is about 20 minutes down the road from us. We offer free movie, free activity like laser tag or bowling. And that's a great event for students, like pretty much the whole school, to come together and just have fun there. We go to different sporting events like NBA games, like the Hornets, or we go to soccer games, things like that. We're going to the Atlanta Braves games. That's one of the events that we do. So just different fun things on campus and things around Charlotte area, Greenville, just kind of whatever we can come up with.
Great. Now, tell me about clubs and organizations. What does it mean to be a part of a club? How do I join a club? What does that all look like here?
So clubs and orgs are really centered around specific interest that students may have. We have currently about 45 plus clubs and orgs on campus. And these range from academic in nature clubs to social to physical wellness type things. And so students can check out the Student Life app. They can download Involve. It's our Student Life app that we use. So if you go to the Android store, if you go to the Google, or if you go to the Apple store, you can look for Involve And once you download Involve, you can search for Gardner-Webb University. There you can find a wide range of information from athletic events to student engagement events, but it's also the home for our clubs and orgs. And so you'll see all 45 plus clubs and orgs that we have there listed. You can find contact information for those clubs and orgs, so that way you can find out who the leaders are. You can find out when their club meets. You can find out what their club events are. But it's really a chance for students to meet friends in something that they're into. So if you're into weightlifting, we have our weightlifting club. If you're into rock climbing, we have our rock climbing club. If you're into I'm trying to think of some other options that we have. Campus ministries. Yeah. That's probably one of our largest clubs on campus. And so if you wanted to get involved in a Bible study, or if you wanted to get involved in a mission trip, those are great resources that you can find through campus ministries. Mm-hmm. And CMU is one of our clubs that we have here on campus. And so there's just a wide variety of interest. And so we want to get students connected to each other, so that way they're enjoying their experience outside the classroom. If there's something that you're really interested in and you don't see that we have it, for example, a couple of years ago, students had the interest in club volleyball. Yeah. There was a group of guys that were interested in volleyball. We didn't have a club volleyball team, and so they went through the chartering process, and now we have a club volleyball team. And so they meet together and practice together, and now they're going to different institutions to compete and play. So we help walk students through that process if we don't currently have that club offered.
Mm-hmm. So thinking about new students coming, whether they come in August or January, how do they find out about all of this stuff, the activities, but also joining a club or organization?
So we do have a couple of different experiences. One is new student orientation. Yeah. And then I'll let Whitley talk about the Connect Fair and the Club Fair that we have once each semester. But through new student orientation, it's a great experience for students to kind of get oriented to the university. And so it'll be an action-packed weekend, starting with, we move in on Saturday, and then we have events Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday will be that first day of class. And so we really want to be intentional about having events all day long, so that way students can get to know the campus, they can get to know rules and policies of the campus, but they can also meet friends. And so they'll be in an orientation group when they go to these different activities throughout the weekend into the week leading up to that first day of class. And so it's both social, it's academic, it's rules, it's a lot of different stuff. And it's intentional because we want them to get to know this community. We want them to get to where they feel like they're a part of this community and not just living in somebody else's community, but they are a part of it and they are making up this community. And so we use that long weekend into the week to really introduce students to campus life here. And I think, Whitley, you can talk about the Connect Fair and the Club Fair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's essentially an event that we have where outside different types of people can come and set up a table, and it's a huge event. We have all of our clubs and organizations, they set up their tables just to kind of get a little introduction of what everything is. There's opportunities to sign up for these things or just get on the interest, just to get some more information about everything that's going on. And it's just a broad understanding of all the things that's happening even around campus, like some of the coffee shops that we have come and set up tables, some of the churches that you can get involved with, so you're not just involved with Gardner-Webb, but the community as a whole. And so that's just a great opportunity to meet other people, and they give out free stuff all the time. So different clubs will have different giveaways and things like that. So it's a good thing that you don't want to miss.
Great. Now, what would you say to a student that says, "Oh, there's nothing to do here," which is not true. Mm-hmm. But what would you say to them to encourage them to go to things, to explore, to be brave, to open up to that?
I heard someone say one time that coming to college is like being on a cruise ship, and cruise ships have cabins. You can get that interior cabin on the cheap or you can get the balcony cabin. But you're only going to get so much of an experience if you go on that cruise and only stay in that cabin. But the great thing about a cruise is go try something new. Go try karaoke. Go try to go to the dance, or go try some new food or some different restaurants. And so really getting plugged in and trying something different. And so that's what I would encourage students to do. All year long, we have different events, and you may not like them or have ever experienced them, but give them a try. You may meet somebody new. You never been to a soccer game, and you want to go with us to Charlotte FC. Come on out, and you're at least going to meet friends, experience a different culture, maybe something that you're not used to, and it's just such a great experience to be with other students, because maybe they're trying something new for the first time. And so I encourage students to try it. If you don't like it, you don't have to come next time. And also, if you don't like it, you can give us some suggestions, because we're always open to new ideas, because we don't claim to be the know-it-all of student experiences. And so we want to hear from students. And so come by Whitley's office and sit down with her and say, hey, there's this new restaurant, or there's this new activity. We love to support local. We want to go to local venues and local places. And so if you know something that's new or fresh, or something that students would enjoy, by all means, please tell us, especially when it comes to things like music. We're always interested in providing students with live music and the arts. And so if there's something new that's out there, a new band or a new artist that you think would be great here at Gardner-Webb, please tell us, and we'll reach out. And so we just want to make sure that we're doing things that students are enjoying.
Mm-hmm. So last question for you both. Both of you are alums of Gardner-Webb, which I think is fantastic. So Whitley, we'll start with you. Tell me why it is so special to you to work in student engagement. This is a two-part question. And what is your favorite program?
Mm-hmm. So for my student experience, I feel like student engagement made it what it was. My freshman year, like he was saying, I just got involved in everything. I attended everything just because why not? Like I wanted to meet new people, and that was a great way for me to meet new people. So that was just, I would definitely recommend that. And so it really made things like to do on the weekends, or made opportunities for me to meet new people and invite new people in. When I was a senior, got to meet some of the freshmen, things like that. So I think it's definitely a great opportunity to like build community here. And now I'm still at Gardner-Webb, so it just shows like how much of an impact it's made on my life. Yeah. And so I would say probably my favorite things are like the big unites, just play like weekends where everyone gets together, everyone has fun, it's casual, or even going to like the Hornets game. Like I love doing that as a student, or snowboarding. That was a lot of fun. And a lot of these are experiences that would cost probably a lot of money outside of student engagement, but like we help offset some of the costs. So it's very affordable for college students to do. So it's definitely a good thing to get into.
Great. Keep it short. Here we go. Yeah. I see it coming now.
So I just I love the connections that students can make in our area. If we're going on an event, you never know who's going to sign up. You know, schedules are different, and so just being together in space. Bus rides to events are great ways to get to know somebody else and their story. That's one of the things that I really enjoy. I enjoy trying new things, kind of getting out there and seeing what this world and this community has to offer is exciting. When I think about my experience as a student, no, it wasn't black and white televisions and quilting. It wasn't that long ago. But I just loved being with my friends and, going out together, trying these new events. Some of my favorites are spring formal, which is very similar to prom. We'll have food and we'll have a great DJ, plenty of chances to take photo memories and things like that, but just kind of being in that space together and, those late night trips to go to Waffle House or to Jack in the Box, or I guess nowadays it's Cookout.
Yes.
Just being together and laughing together, and at times crying together, because life is happening. This is real life. And so you are doing this life together, and these people are your friends that you're going to have for a lifetime. High school friends are important, but your college friends, a lot of times from what I find, are your lifelong friends. It's, the people that you invite to your wedding, or it's the people that are celebrating birthdays of your children together. And so it's just these special friendships that are cultivated through student engagement events.
Mm-hmm. Great. Well, thank you both for sharing that. That was very special. And thank you for the work that you do, the energy that you bring, and the thoughtfulness. And thank you for being on our episode today. And thank you all for being with us today. And we hope to see and have you join us on the next episode of Inside the Webb, Student Life Unpacked.